This is the breaking news. India's women's team, it has delivered a commanding performance at the ICC Women's World Cup, defeating Pakistan by 88 runs in a match that in fact showcased their dominance in every single department. Batting first, India posted a strong total. 247 is what they scored, anchored by Harleen Deol's 46 and Richa Ghosh's steady, unbeaten 35. The bowlers then took charge, dismantling Pakistan's batting lineup with precision and intensity. In fact, with this emphatic win, India not only extended their unbeaten streak against Pakistan in ICC tournaments, but has also sent out a clear message that the women in blue, they are here to rule the World Cup stage. So Team India has yet again beaten Pakistan in the ongoing Women's World Cup. After being put into bat, India in fact posted 247. It was led by a solid 46 from Harleen and 35 from Richa Ghosh. And when it came to Pakistan, when it was Pakistan's turn to chase the Indian bowling attack, it simply ran riot. Pakistan folded for short of the target, in fact, by 88 runs. It wasn't just a victory, it was in fact a statement from Team India in this very tournament, statement that India's women's team, it is here not just to compete, but also to dominate. From fielding to the finishing, this is what vintage Indian team is all about. Indian players, they were celebrating. The victory also keeps India unbeaten against Pakistan in ICC women's event. This is a record that remains intact and, more importantly, unmatched. So the women in blue, they have once again shown that when it is India versus Pakistan, the result is quite predictable and proudly Indian. The Indian women's team delivered a commanding performance at the ongoing ICC Women's World Cup, beating Pakistan by 88 runs. Batting first, India posted 247. It was anchored by Harleen Deol's 46 and then Richa Ghosh right at the very end with a steady, unbeaten 35 runs. The bowlers, they took charge. They dismantled Pakistan's batting lineup with precision and intensity. It is an emphatic win by Team India. It not only extends their unbeaten streak against Pakistan in ICC tournaments, but it also sends out a clear message that the women in blue, they are here to rule this edition of the World Cup. Meanwhile, the Union Home Minister Amit Shah also hails India's victory. He calls it a dominant display by Team India, saying on his social media post, and I quote, "A perfect strike, dominating display of India's cricketing might by our women's cricket team in today's match in the ICC Women's World Cup. The entire nation is proud of our team. Best wishes for your upcoming matches," is what the Union Home Minister Amit Shah there has posted. So the Home Minister there hailing India's victory, a dominant display by India is what the Home Minister says, and says that the entire nation is proud of our team. Home Minister Amit Shah calls it a perfect strike. All right, Rika Roy now joins us from Sri Lanka to get us more on this. Rika, what a fascinating victory there by Team India.
It is, and it is once again a very big win by Team India, a dominating victory by 88 runs. Remember, Osama, in all of the ICC events that India has beaten Pakistan now, and now it's 12-0. All the matches have been won by big margins of over 50 runs or 7 or 8 wickets. So that it's not just a win, but a dominant win against Pakistan, despite not having scored too many runs on the night. India didn't have a perfect game. In fact, India only managed to score 247 runs because the Pakistani quicks kept it very, very tight. Harleen Doyle was on the top of the run charts for India, having scored 46 runs. And Richa Ghosh, towards the end, powered India with a whirlwind knock of 35, and that helped India get to 247 in the end. But when it came to India's bowling, one would say it was perfect 10 for them. The spinners put the choke, and then in the beginning, we also saw how the fast bowlers bowled for India. In fact, the message we are getting from the middle is that Kranti Gaud, for her 3 for 20, has been adjudged the woman of the match or the player of the match tonight, because she really swung the game in India's favor, picking up 3 crucial wickets in the beginning, and she never really let the momentum go. Even though Sidra Amin of Pakistan scored big tonight, she scored her 12th half century, but that wasn't enough for her to take her team over the finish line. A win for India, a dominant win for India against arch rivals Pakistan.
Absolutely. It is a dominant victory by Team India. And more importantly, what I really want to talk about is Kranti Gaud, just 22-year-old. She has just very recently come into the team, and the kind of performances that she has been putting on, it is absolutely incredible.
Absolutely, and it was quite breathtaking to see her, and as a tear-away quick coming in and assisting Renuka Singh Thakur. Both of them bowled in a pair and really took away the wind of Pakistan's sails in the beginning. Very, very impressive young pacer right now, and she is going to be a match winner for India in the coming years as well. You spoke about Kranti. She definitely was the standout performer of the day, but one has to give credit to our 2 spinners, 2 veterans of the Indian cricket team, Deepti Sharma and Sneh Rana, how they were able to close out the match towards the end when Sidra Amin was batting so well. It was our spin duo of Sneh Rana and Deepti Sharma who really put the choke on the Pakistani batters and got the match in India's favor.
The External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, he has spoken on the India-US trade deal. He says there has to be trade understanding with the United States. It has to be understanding where our red lines are respected. Things you can negotiate, things you can't. Trade deals with the United States has to respect India's red lines. Meanwhile, the efforts are underway to address multiple issues surrounding the trade deal.
Whatever happens, at the end of the day, there has got to be a trade understanding with the United States. There has to be one because it is the world's largest market, but also because it is, much of the world has reached those understandings. But it has to be an understanding where our bottom lines, our red lines are respected. In any agreement, there are things you can negotiate and there are things you can't. And I think we are pretty clear about that, and we have to find that landing ground, and that's been the conversation really which has been going on since March.
And shifting our focus to our other big story that we have been tracking all day, and this is related to the cough syrup deaths. Alert has been issued across the country. Remember, several people died, several children died in states like Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. Now, the Health Ministry chaired a very important meeting saying that the DEG, it was beyond permissible limit in Coldref, one of the cough syrups that was given to these children. Action has been taken against Coldref unit in Tamil Nadu. The license of the manufacturer has now been cancelled and criminal proceedings have now been initiated. Meanwhile, the cough syrup-linked deaths have now triggered a nationwide concern, with the toll rising to 14 across states. Tamil Nadu and Madhya Pradesh have banned the Coldref syrup, while Gujarat, it has ordered ingredient checks on all the cough syrup sold in the state. Two pharma companies, Streisand Pharma from Tamil Nadu and Kesan Pharma from Rajasthan, they are under the scanner. In fact, the Union Health Ministry, it confirmed that samples from Streisand Pharma's Tamil Nadu unit, it showed the DEG, that is the diethylene glycol levels beyond safety limits. The company is now booked for culpable homicide. Meanwhile, in contrast, syrups that were tested in Madhya Pradesh, it returned negative for contamination. The Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister, in the meanwhile, has suspended Dr. Praveen Soni, one of the doctors who had prescribed the cough syrup to affected children. The company is also facing a statewide ban as the death toll there rises to 4.
Center has found traces of DEG and EG, that is diethylene glycol and ethylene glycol, in the cold ref cough syrup batch at the manufacturing unit in Kanchipuram. What is DEG and EG?
See, most of the cough syrup, they use some solvents so that the ingredients like dextromethorphan or other products, API, gets dissolved uniformly. And this is propylene glycol, which is inert, non-toxic. However, unfortunately, because of the callous attitude or because of, I would say, the negligence or inadequate quality control, this gets mixed up with another similar, colorless, same odorless, same type of material, which is diethylene glycol and ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol or diethylene glycol, they are nearly same looking, everything, but absolutely different as far as the safety is concerned.
Also, speaking about quantities, what sort of, what is the safe permissible limit in any sort of medication of DEG and EG?
I would say ideally there should not be any quantity of DEG or EG should be present in the cough syrup.
In a factory setup where these medicines are made, how is it possible, this sort of mixing up happening?
I would say this can happen only when the GMP or the good manufacturing process steps are not followed.
So you're saying that for economic concerns, this mixing might happen intentionally.
May happen because
Right.
they may not be knowing the serious complication of what can happen. Ignorantly, they think that this is cheaper, and that is why what is the blockchain technology is that you keep everywhere documentation checking.
Could there be any other possible factors that may be causing these deaths?
I would say one thing, that if the contamination has been of EG and DEG has been found in one particular company or one particular state or one particular area, it does not mean that all cough syrups have DEG, EG, right? That is one. But it warrants great caution that till you are very clear about that this has been tested, I would recommend that don't use it unless your doctor advises so and from authentic source. That's the one thing.
Ahead of the upcoming Bihar elections, the Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar, he held a press conference where he confirmed the polls will take place before the 22nd of November. The Chief Election Commissioner also reiterated that Aadhaar cannot count as citizenship proof, which was backed up by the Supreme Court as well. The CEC also defended the special intensive revision exercise, hailing it as a purification of the voter list. He also said that the name of several illegal immigrants have been deleted. Mr. Kumar said that all the stakeholders, they participated in the SIR drive, and after the draft publication of the electoral rolls, over 3.5 lakh voters, they came forward to remove their names from the list, sensing their responsibility. The CEC praised the commitment and the devotion of all the BLOs for the successful completion of the special intensive revision.
बिहार में 243 जनरल कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज हैं, ST 2, ST 38। नेक्स्ट, बिहार के विधानसभा की कालावधि 22 नवंबर तक समाप्त हो रही है और उसके पहले ही चुनाव संपन्न होंगे। भारत के चुनाव दो भागों में बटे हुए हैं, एक मतदाता सूची को बनाना और दूसरा चुनाव कराना, और दोनों में विकेंद्रीकृत वैधानिक अधिकार दिए गए ईआरओज और रिटर्निंग ऑफिसर होते हैं, और वो चुनाव आयोग द्वारा दिए गए निर्देशों का पालन करते हैं, और अगर उनके पालन में कहीं भी त्रुटि हो तो चुनाव आयोग उनको सुपरवाइज, डायरेक्ट और कंट्रोल भी करता है। हाल ही में बिहार में मतदाता सूची के शुद्धिकरण का कार्य हुआ, और जो हमारे समक्ष बूथ लेवल ऑफिसर्स मौजूद हैं, इन्होंने न केवल अपने बूथ में मतदाता सूची के शुद्धिकरण का कार्य किया, बल्कि इन लोगों के साथ साथ बिहार के 90,217 बूथ लेवल ऑफिसर्स ने एक ऐसा कार्य किया जो कि पूरे देश में अनुकरणीय है। आधार कार्ड आधार एक्ट के तहत भी न तो जहां आप रहते हैं उसका प्रमाण होता है और न नागरिकता का प्रमाण होता है। अर्थात सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश के अनुसार और आधार एक्ट के तहत आधार न तो जन्म तिथि का प्रमाण माना जा सकता है, न आपके रहने की जगह का प्रमाण माना जा सकता है, और न नागरिकता का प्रमाण माना जा सकता है।
The leader of opposition in Bihar, Tejasvi Yadav, he has once again questioned Nitish Kumar's mental health. He says and questions, does the chief minister appear mentally healthy? He says that Nitish acted different at the Prime Minister's event, and goes on to say that the BJP is responsible for the chief minister's ill health. The BJP in the meanwhile has hit back, saying that Tejasvi should care for his mental health instead.
भाई तेजस्वी जी, आपके पिता आदरणीय लालू प्रसाद जी बीमार हैं, आप उनके बारे में सोचिए। पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष हैं, लेकिन कहीं कोई कार्यक्रम में शामिल नहीं होते। 2005 तक आपके पिताजी जब बिहार का नेतृत्व कर रहे थे तो बिहार को बीमारू राज्य बना दिया था। मुद्दा पर बात करिए, व्यक्तिगत टिप्पणी मत करिए भाई तेजस्वी जी।
माननीय नेता प्रतिपक्ष तेजस्वी यादव जी को अपनी मानसिक स्थिति का ख्याल रखना चाहिए। मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार जी पूरी तरह स्वस्थ हैं। बिहार जिस रफ्तार से विकास के पथ पर दौड़ रहा है, वह किसी मानसिक रूप से पूरी तरह स्वस्थ विकास पुरुष के नेतृत्व में ही संभव है। असल में जो मानसिक रूप से विक्षिप्त होता है उसे पूरी दुनिया वैसी ही दिखती है। तेजस्वी यादव जी, आप पहले ही किसी मनोचिकित्सक का अपॉइंटमेंट बुक करा लें, क्योंकि जब विधानसभा चुनाव का रिजल्ट आएगा तो आपकी मानसिक स्थिति सही सलामत नहीं रहने वाली है।
Well, the Burka verification row, it has escalated in poll-bound Bihar after Bihar's Deputy Chief Minister Vijay Sinha compared Burka with Ghungat. He said that if women voters in Ghungat can be checked, then why not those in Burka? However, he also said that it is upon the Election Commission to decide. Meanwhile, responding to his remark, the Congress as well as the RJD and the Shiv Sena UBT, they went all guns blazing, saying that the Election Commission should not work as BJP's commission and should not hurt anyone's religious sentiment.
संविधान के अनुसार कानून एक होना चाहिए। पर्दा में हो या बुर्का में हो, महिलाओं का चेहरा अगर जो देखने का चुनाव आयोग नियम लगाता है तो समान लगाना चाहिए। घूंघट में चेहरा देखेंगे लेकिन बुर्का में चेहरा नहीं देखेंगे, ये कहाँ का नियम है? और चेहरा देखने में हर्ज क्या है? महिलाएं भी रहती है कर्मचारी में, पुलिस भी महिला रहती है। चुनाव आयोग जो निर्णय करेगा हम स्वीकार करेंगे।
चुनाव आयोग को निर्णय लेना है, चुनाव आयोग को फैसला करना है। चुनाव आयोग भाजपा आयोग बनकर काम नहीं करेगी। जो परंपरा रही है, जो चुनाव अगर चुनाव आयोग इस बात को अच्छी तरह समझती है, जानती है कि किसी के भी धार्मिक उससे उसकी भावनाओं को आहत करके मतदान की प्रक्रिया नहीं कराई जा सकती है। जो नियम रहे हैं उसी नियम के तहत चुनाव होने चाहिए, मतदान होने चाहिए।
Well, the Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi and the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, they are locked in a heated exchange. The controversy began with posters popping up across Chennai. The Governor, N.K. Ravi, he has questioned the purpose of these protests on posters. In fact, the Chief Minister then has strongly rebuked the Governor, asserting that the state government is fighting for its rights. The Chief Minister highlighted the ongoing struggles against the centre's policies, delimitation, NEET and the national education policy.
The state, I find places on the wall, Tamil Nadu Poratum. Yarudan Porat. Tamil Nadu Yadirga. ಯಾரும் போராட்டவில்லை. We are all brothers and sisters. This has to go out of our mind. There is no conflict, there is no fight.
This is not new between Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and Governor. Even earlier also we have seen such tussle between governor and state government over various issues, especially when state government passes resolution and sends some sort of bills to the governor. He would take time to clear the bills, where state government would be highly critical of the governor over various issues like such issues. And coming to this, today Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi participated in an event where he mentioned that when he traveled across the state, he able to find posters where it says Tamil Nadu will protest. He questions with whom the state is fighting. There is no one is opposing the state. Everyone. He also stressed everyone should work together, should grow together, should prosper together. This is what Governor has said. We know in the context of, in the larger picture, the context behind is, the DMK tagline for ahead of election is the Tamil Nadu will fight. It won't allow to bow down to anyone. This is the tagline for DMK on for ahead of election. So in this context, Governor had mentioned this, but Chief Minister also, as you mentioned, gave a reply to this in a X platform where he had said that the Tamil Nadu will continue to protest against the NEET, SIR issue and over various issues. He also questioned Tamil Nadu. He also questioned the union government as hold funds for education, funds for the state. Only after accepting Hindi, they would they say they will allocate funds. This is arrogance. Chief Minister has said this is arrogance. The state will fight against such arrogance also. This is what Chief Minister has mentioned, has given a reply to the governor in an X platform.
Well, the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Siddaramaiah, on Sunday proposed renaming the Namma Metro as Basava Metro in honor of the 12th century social reformer Basavanna. Speaking at a public event, the Chief Minister said he would recommend the name change to the central government. He said, and I quote, "I will recommend to the central government to name our metro as Basava Metro. If this were entirely a state government project, I would have announced it as Basava Metro today itself."
ಮೆಟ್ರೋ ಹೌದಾ? ಮೆಟ್ರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬಸವಣ್ಣವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಇಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಅರಿಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರೆ, ಹೌದಾ?
ಮೆಟ್ರೋ ಯೋಜನೆ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಮತ್ತು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಎರಡೂ ಸೇರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ವಿಚಾರನ ಅವ್ರ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಬಸವಣ್ಣವರು ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ದೇ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಈಗಲೇ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯ ಎರಡು ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಜಂಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯೋಜನೆ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನೇ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಈ ಸ್ಥಳದಲ್ಲೇ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೆದು ಅವರ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಪಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಹೇಳದಂತ ವಿಚಾರ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಗಮನ ಹರಿಸ್ತದೆ.
The Federation of Indian Pilots on Sunday urged the aviation safety regulator, the DGCA, to thoroughly check and investigate the electrical systems of all Boeing 787 aircraft in the country. The pilots' body wrote a letter to the Directorate General of Civil Aviation a day after a Boeing 787 plane operated by Air India from Amritsar to Birmingham saw deployment of emergency turbine power when it was about to land in the UK city. According to Air India, the operating crew of its Amritsar-Birmingham flight reported that the Boeing 787's ram air turbine, that is the RAT, unexpectedly deployed during the final approach on the 4th of October, but the aircraft, it then landed safely. And relentless rainfall has unleashed chaos across the eastern belt of India, affecting three key regions, north of Bengal, Sikkim and Bihar, in what is turning into a large-scale monsoon crisis. The situation, it remains critical, while landslides, flash floods, collapsing infrastructure and the rising casualties. Meanwhile, over 17 people have died in West Bengal's Darjeeling after heavy rain triggered landslides and cut off road connectivity in key routes. Officials, they have said the calamity has cut off connectivity to the Himalayan state of Sikkim. Other North Bengal districts, Kalimpong, Jalpaiguri, they are the worst hit. Massive landslides have swept away homes, vehicles and roads, including the collapse of the Dudhia Iron Bridge, a vital link in that region. The NH10 and other major routes, they remain blocked, cutting off access to several towns. Evacuations are currently underway.
Our Chief Minister is enjoying Red Road Carnival. This is the way she look at North Bengal. When it comes regarding the North Bengal, there is no such action taken. Now, how can a Chief Minister can enjoy a festival when her neighboring citizens are dying?
Meanwhile, in Bihar, heavy downpour has brought life to a standstill in districts such as Rohtas, Sasaram, Madhubani and Raxaul. Floodwaters from Nepal's mountain rivers have breached embankments and submerged dozens of villages. The Kamala River in Madhubani, it is flowing 30 centimeters above the danger mark. In many parts of Patna, the capital, roads have caved in and due to waterlogging, while in Raxaul, people have taken shelter on higher ground. With more rain predicted over the next 48 hours, the state authorities and the disaster response teams, they are on high alert, bracing for worsening conditions there. Time now for a very short break. More news and updates on the other side.